Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. In today's video, we will start learning from Java scratch. We will cover how to set up Java and which IntelliJ or IDE we need to pick. And for beginners, I'll recommend you should pick the IntelliJ. I'll use that also for my work. IntelliJ, it's a modern ID framework with clear customization settings. We will explore this later. And the next step, we will launch our first program in Notepad and IntelliJ both, the classic Hello World. And then at last, I will provide you the source code in my repo, so you can take this as a reference. So let's move the next step. So the first step is to install the JDK, and then we can download it or install like from the Oracle official sites. We need to set up path from the latest JDK. Now we don't need to set up the Java home path manually. It will be auto configured by automatically in your system, and then we will verify if it is installed or not after that. So just open the Chrome browser, type Java download, and the first URL it will bring here the Oracle official sites. Now you can see there are latest version Java 25 and the last one is the 28, most recent one. So there are different OS based setups you can download. So like for Linux, you can download from the Linux. If you are using it for Mac OS, if you are using Mac, you can download it from here, this section. I'm using Windows, so I'll download this one. For Windows, you can pick this one x64 installer. When you click on it, it will be automatically download and you can check it in your downloading section. I already have it, so I'll close this. You can download and then you can start it as a setup part. So you will find something like file this. When you click on it, it will ask you to you want to install it or not, and then you can click on next, and then it will be automatically downloaded for you. Now, when the setup is downloaded, we need to verify it is installed or not. So for that, how can we verify? We can open command prompt, okay, and then we will type command java hyphen version, and then as you see, then it will be automatic download after this. So I have Java 25. We will check the compiler version as well. This is the compilation command. You just need to type C. So the compiler is Java C 25. So now the Java is set up. Let's try our first program then. I already have, but yeah, we will do from the scratch. So now what we will do, because we are making a public class. This is the syntax. Class name you can change it. Class name. And even picking this one because we are printing the hello world. Now for the main method, you should pick the same syntax because JVM look the exact main method. The proper syntax, the static, static void, uh, void main is free. I'll explain later how this program will work. But for now, I just give you will launch first our first program. You need to save it. So I already have, but I'll tell you how to save it. So when you save it, you need to use select as a type as a all type. Okay, and then the file name and the class name should be same. I'll explain you in this during session why. And then you need to save the .java extension. Okay, I already have it, but yeah, I want to replace it. So we will replace this, and then we will go in the desktop. binding section. I'll delete this file, the dot class. I'll pick this one what we have already. Open CMD from here command line. Okay. Now you need to type the compiler command javac and then class name dot java. So as you see, the compilation is working successfully. So means it is compiled successfully, and then it is generated the auto dot class file for you. Dot class file is nothing but a bytecode which make the Java as a independent platform independent like the feature. So because of this class dot class like the bytecode, that's why the Java is platform independent means right. For example, I write this hello world dot Java file in Windows, but I want to run it in Mac or Linux, so I just need the bytecode like the hello world dot class file and the dependent JVM. I repeat again like dot class like it's an independent bytecode. You can run it in every system or every OS. You if you are want to run it Mac, so you need OS based JVM. If you are working on Linux, so you need Linux based JVM. Like as show you in the Chrome, you can download different browser. Okay, let's execute this. So now we have Java is now the platform launcher. Okay, or we can say Java runtime launcher. Now Java hello world. We don't need this dot class, and then we will get the output. Okay, now I'll explain you some little bit of information about this. So Java C is nothing but a Java compiler. It takes your .java source code and convert it into the .class bytecode file. As you can see in the folder, there is a .java file which you write, and there is a .class file with JVM generated in the bytecode. That is not human readable. It's a bytecode like it's a machine level language. So, but it's a that is the .class file generated by the JVM. And what Java is used, so Java is a platform launcher, Java runtime launcher. You can say it take the compile.class file, which is Java compiler generated, and then it run it inside of JVM directly, Java virtual machine. Then it will execute your code or your set of steps in your program. So JVM, what it will do, it will look your main method. Main method is always the entry point of your every program. Then it will look into this public static void main method, and then it will execute the further lines of for you and then execute. So that's how the Java compiler and Java runtime launcher work. Now the another question, if you have in mind, I make this hello world class name and the file name same. So why is that? Because Java required that if a class is declared as public, then the file name must match the class name exactly. For example, if the class is public class hello world, so the file name must be saved as hello world.java. If you name it differently, then compiler will throw you an error. The rule is like ensure consistency and make it easier for the JVM to locate the right entry point. And then when it picks, then it will execute your code. Otherwise, it will throw you error if you change that method, or if you public static void main method. It's like you changing the name itself also. So it will not throw you error, but it will look the main method. For that, it will throw you the compilation error. Like the main method is not present. So uh, that is how we can run our first program in Java. That is the basic information. We don't need this in future because we will use ID to remove boilerplate code. It's like hard to work on the notepad on the plain text file. So in that case, we are using the IDs. But to know how the basics, understanding how this compilation work in the background, like it's a good to know. Okay, so now for the other parties, what IDs framework we have. So we have multiple IDs framework. You can pick anyone like STS if you're working on the Spring apps. But if you're as a fresher, So you can pick the STS Eclipse or IntelliJ. I'll recommend the IntelliJ because it's modern, smart editor, and free community available also. STS Eclipse also have free addition. Eclipse is free and widely used. STS is mainly preferred for the Spring apps, and IntelliJ you can use that for multiple applications or Spring apps also. Like it provides like the better UI framework or interface customization to make your work easy. How to download the IntelliJ? What you can do, you can just go to Google and then click on download intelligent. It will open the official site. So there is a one point you need to just remember that. So there is always when it's open, so the top section it will show you the ultimate version. That is a paid version. So don't download this one. After 30 days, it will ask you to license or purchase. Means it's a paid version, so you can ignore that if you're working on the learning perspective. So as another thing, we have the same Twitter sales like tabs here for Mac and Linux. You can pick that. I have Windows, so I will prefer Windows. And when you scroll down, you will find the community edition. You can click on the download, and it will download as Java. You download it. Community edition is free, so you can use that as you want for your learning perspective or for your professional perspective as well. So if you click on it, so it's again download and you will find your download section. I have already, so I can show in my download section. Oh yeah, let me click on it, then I will show. Again, it will download it again. As you see, it's coming as one, so I already have I cancelled this. Pause and cancel. When you set up this, so like it's the easy step again the same as Java. You don't need to do just follow the instruction and it will be download for you. Then when you open it, it will be launched as uh, like this. This is the UI or interface. So what you can do, how to create that project, I already have, but I tell you how we can create. So click on it, file. Under the file, click on new. Inside of new, select the projects, and then Java is automatically selected by you. You can change the name, anything like Java tutorials, something like that. IntelliJ, it's already big build system. JDK, the latest version of if you are working with the lower version, so it will show you for you as well. We are picking the latest one, so it will show me the 25 here. Then click on create and it will be created. Then after when you click on create, so it will include some basic Java file library structures like Java libraries, which is used like for example Java compiler, which you only recently used that in the notepad. Then when you open it, so there is a come one src folder. Click on this new and then Java class. You can write it on what name you want to mention. Like for example, hello world. I type it and then it will create for you. So as you know, like we already created this, and then you just need to you can copy paste from your code from the notepad file and then paste it here. Then how to run it? Click on this play button icon that is visible here. Select the run hello world.main. Okay, and then it will compilation and running the bytecode in JVM in the background for you. You don't need to worry about it. So that is the like main feature about these IDE frameworks. So as you see, the output is there. So now what we did, we just launched our first program in Notepad and IDEs. Again, by IntelliJ preferred for premiums, it will provide clear modern interface, provide Git and Maven Gradle support as well. We will explore these features later. Lightweight community edition is free, so you can again use that. Easier to debugging and project setup. So like as I show you how to set up a project is very easy. So that's why I prefer IntelliJ. At last, source code, you can check out my source code from my repo. I can show you. So open, show me my repo. Okay, so this is my repo. You can check out this, or you can check this as a reference later also. I will push all these code samples in my repo, so you can just make a note or bookmark this. So all these you will be notified. All these code samples in my repo and the uh, uh, explanation. I will provide this in my YouTube videos. So I think this is we are good for now. So if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to drop your question in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and then see you in the next video.